Okay, question 1 is, do you have any hidden talents? Yes, I can actually say the ABCs backwards. I don't know why I learned this, but I did. ZYXWVTSRQPOMNLKJIHGFEDCVA. What advice would I give my past self? I think I would just tell my younger self to do me, do what makes me happy, and be myself, because people are gonna judge you no matter what you do. People are always gonna have something to say, so just live your life and be unapologetically yourself and do what makes you happy. My all-time favorite movie is A Star is Born with Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. I can watch it over and over and never get sick of it. What is my favorite birthday memory? So for my 18th birthday, it was at the height of the pandemic and everybody was still on lockdown. So all my friends and family, they organized like a little parade where they all came like driving by in their cars, like a little drive-through, and they all had like little posters and were singing me happy birthday and stuff. So it was all my close friends and all my family, and it was so fun. I loved it. It was so special. If I could have any superpower in the world, what would it be? I would love to teleport because I want to travel the world. So rather than sitting in a plane for 17 hours to get across the world, I could just teleport. And let's say I forgot my favorite shirt at home. I could just teleport home real quick, grab it, and then come back, you know? And plus all my friends live really far, so I could go hang out with them and I can go see them whenever I want. Where do I want to be in 3 years? So in 3 years, I will be 23, so I'm hoping that I will be at the height of my career, that I can really be making music and touring worldwide. I think that would be my biggest dream, is to be able to go on world tours and meet everybody and perform in huge venues while doing what I love. What is my favorite holiday? My favorite holiday has always been Halloween, because when I was younger, we would invite our entire family over to our house, and I just loved being around my mom's side of the family and my dad's side of the family all at one time, and then me and my papa would sit there and like pass out candy together, and it was always so fun. It really just made my family feel whole and my heart feel so full. Which accounts on social media are my favorite to follow? So on Instagram, I love that Nori's Black Book, I think it's called, where it's like a little parody account where it's supposed to be like North and her perspective on the family, and the posts are just absolutely hilarious. And then I also love following Doja Cat on Twitter. She is so funny. I adore her, and her TikTok too. I just love her personality and she makes me laugh. Who are my biggest role models? So definitely my parents, my mom and my dad. My mom has one of the most selfless hearts and such kindness that is so rare, and she has a huge heart. And same with my dad. He works every day for our family and to provide for our family, and he's so hardworking. And so I would say both of them and their hearts and their work ethics inspire me so much. And if I can grow up to be half the humans that they are, I would feel very fulfilled in this life. What is something most of my followers do not know about me? So growing up, before I started singing pop music, I actually was trained in classical music. So I played piano, I took a lot of classical training. So before I was in pop, my voice was very kind of opera, very classical, so my producers and my sound engineers would get very frustrated with me, being like, girl, try and sound more pop. You don't need to be all opera all the time. And so it was definitely a learning process getting into recording, but yeah, I think that's something not a lot of people know about me. Okay, what advice would I have for someone who wants to get into social media? I would say you definitely need thick skin to be in social media. I think people in comment sections are mean. People who don't know you, people from your hometown even, are gonna have really negative things to say. I don't know why people do, but when you get into social media or any type of the entertainment industry in general, you're gonna have a lot of criticism, and you're probably gonna have 50 no's before you finally get a yes. So make sure you are prepared for that and strong enough within yourself to withstand that. But I would also say be true to yourself, especially if you live out in LA. I think that a lot of people get lost in this chase for clout, and they undercut people, and people get really fake, and people really try to manipulate other people in order to boost their careers. So make sure that you're chasing your dreams, but also make sure your heart is good at the end, and make sure you're doing it the right way rather than being sneaky, and keep your morals. Have I ever seriously considered quitting social media? Not seriously, but there have been a lot of times where I'm like, I want to post what I want to post, not because it's this whole thought process of what's gonna get the most engagement or how does this represent me. I wanna just be like, hey, I made a grilled cheese sandwich for lunch and then just post it on my Instagram. But unfortunately, nobody wants to see that. But that's why I also started my second spam account. It's called Not Tess Mon Pere on Instagram, where I can really just post myself and post the stuff I want to post, and it gives people a way to get to know me better without it being all about engagement and all this stuff. Oh, I like this question. So this next one is, if you could find out one thing about your future, what would it be? I would really want to know about my family life, I guess. I want to know about my... It's gonna sound so cheesy, but I want to be reassured that I will be in love with a partner who cherishes me, is loyal, kind, can take care of me, and I want to know that I'll be able to have kids and have a big old happy family. That's my biggest goal in this life. And so I guess if I could learn one thing about my future, it'd just kind of be to be reassured that I have a big happy family. Okay, if I could meet any 3 people, who would it be and why? I would love to meet Alex Cooper from Call Her Daddy, because growing up, she was always like, through her podcast and listening to it throughout the years, she's kind of given me the guidance that a big sister would have. So she's kind of like the internet big sister I never had. And so I would love to meet her one day. And I'd also love to meet Trisha Paytas. I don't know why, I just love her. And then last, I think I would want to meet maybe Selena Gomez. She was like one of my first idols. She was one of my first role models, so her. Okay, you guys, so that was my questions with famous birthdays. My name is Tess Mon Pere, and I hope I answered some of your guys' questions. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have the best day.